Sometimes what feels like a painful loss is not truly an ending. Often, it is life quietly pushing us toward a higher flight, guiding us to something greater than what we once knew. Today's story carries a message of hope, a reminder that even when everything seems to fall apart, a new beginning may already be waiting. Stay with us until the end to uncover this powerful life lesson. High among the mountains stood an ancient temple, forgotten by time. Its marble walls were worn and green with moss, carrying the weight of countless seasons. The courtyard remained calm and empty, filled with silence so deep it felt sacred. At the heart of this quiet place hung a massive bronze bell. Once, long ago, it had echoed across the valley, calling people to prayer. But for many years now, it had remained untouched. Dust coated its surface. Wind passed through it gently. Birds flew around it without a second glance. Yet among all those birds, there was one small sparrow who noticed something others did not. Inside the hollow of the bell was a sheltered space, cool during the heat of summer and protected from rain and storms. To the sparrow, it felt perfect. With twigs clutched in her beak, she flew inside and began to build her nest. One piece at a time, she carefully arranged it, lining it with soft feathers. Though the work was tiring, her heart felt light. This is my safe place, she thought. Nothing can harm me here. Days passed peacefully. Each morning, she greeted the sunrise with cheerful songs. In the afternoons, she rested quietly inside the bell. The sparrow believed the bell would never ring again. Her world felt stable, secure, and unchanging. She had found comfort, and she trusted it would last forever. But life has its own rhythm, and it often changes when we least expect it. One morning, unfamiliar sounds broke the silence of the courtyard. Footsteps echoed across the stone floor. The temple monks had returned after many years. They gathered beneath the old bell, observing it thoughtfully. It had been silent for too long, they said. It was time to awaken again, to call the villagers back to prayer. The sparrow, unaware of what was about to happen, sat peacefully inside her nest. Then, boom! The bell was struck with full force. A thunderous sound tore through the air. The bell shook violently. Inside, the sparrow's world collapsed in an instant. Her nest trembled. Twigs snapped apart. Feathers scattered. The safe home she had trusted vanished in a single moment. Terrified, the sparrow flew out, her heart racing. She circled the courtyard in panic, confused and broken. Her sanctuary was gone. Why did this happen to me? She cried silently. What did I do wrong? Why would life take away my home? With heavy wings and a wounded heart, she left the temple behind. She had nowhere to go. Day after day, she wandered through valleys and forests, resting on branches that never felt right. Hunger weakened her. Exhaustion filled her bones. Hopelessness began to whisper in her mind. Maybe this is the end, she thought. But deep within her, a quiet voice spoke again and again. Keep flying. Don't stop. Keep searching. And so she did. She continued forward, guided only by faith that something better must exist somewhere beyond her pain. One afternoon, as her strength nearly failed, she heard the soft sound of flowing water. Curious, she followed it. The sound led her into a hidden clearing deep within the forest. Sunlight filtered gently through tall trees. The air felt fresh and alive. Berry bushes were heavy with fruit. A clear stream sparkled nearby, singing a calming melody. The branches were thick and strong, perfect for building a home. The sparrow stopped in disbelief. This place was more beautiful than anything she had ever known. With renewed hope, she began again. This time, she worked more carefully. She selected stronger twigs and placed them with patience and wisdom. Her new nest grew larger and sturdier than the first. When it was finally finished, she rested inside it, listening to the water flow and feeling the breeze brush past her feathers. A gentle smile formed in her heart. This is better than the bell, she realized. And suddenly, the truth became clear. If the bell had never rung, I would have stayed trapped in that hollow forever. I would never have discovered this paradise. What once felt like destruction had actually been liberation. Friends, life often works the same way. We all build nests, our homes, our careers, our relationships, our routines. We settle into them and believe they will always remain the same. We feel safe and certain that nothing will ever disturb our comfort. But one day life strikes the bell. Everything we knew begins to shake. What once felt secure falls apart. In those moments, we ask painful questions. Why me? Why did I lose what I loved? Why now? The pain feels unbearable. The future looks empty and uncertain. Yet just like the sparrow, we must keep flying. What feels like an ending may simply be a new beginning in disguise. Loss does not always mean failure. Sometimes it is the push we need to discover something far greater than what we left behind. Remember this, the same bell that destroyed the sparrow's nest was also the bell that set her free. It forced her out of comfort and led her to a place she never would have found otherwise. So when your world begins to shake, do not be afraid. Do not believe it is the end. Keep your spirit strong. Keep moving forward. Keep building again. Because your next nest, your next chapter, may be the most beautiful one of your life.